History is full of hidden gem stories that are just as incredible as the ones everyone knows but somehow never made the spotlight. From court cases that quietly reshaped society to bizarre political assassinations and even the moment a nurse's actions nearly triggered a war, these are the events that slipped through the cracks. Today, we're taking a look at some historical moments that might have slipped under the radar but won't be forgotten anytime soon. Here are 5 historical events you didn't know about. Number 5. The Defenestration of Prague. Term defenestration may sound oddly specific, but it literally means throwing someone out of a window with deadly intent. And in 1618, this dramatic act sparked a conflict that would rage for decades. Known as the Defenestration of Prague, this event unfolded at Prague Castle when Protestant nobles, frustrated by Catholic officials, decided to throw 2 of them out a window. Miraculously, the 2 men survived after landing in a pile of manure, thwarting the Protestants' immediate plan. However, the event set off a much larger chain reaction, leading directly to the outbreak of the 30 Years' War, a brutal conflict that would reshape Europe. Number 4. Henrietta Wood's fight for justice. Henrietta Wood was born into slavery around 1818, and unfortunately, her fight for freedom didn't end when she escaped to Ohio, a free state, in 1844. After being illegally kidnapped by slave hunter Zebulon Ward in 1853, she was forced back into slavery until the Emancipation Proclamation finally freed her. Determined to seek justice, Wood filed a lawsuit against Ward in 1869 for lost wages and damages. In a historic ruling, she was awarded $2,500, a significant amount at the time, equivalent to roughly $50,000 to $60,000 today. Her win marked a critical, though rare, step toward accountability for the horrors of slavery. Number 3. Tragic vaccine error. In the 1950s, after Jonas Salk developed the first effective polio vaccine, the U.S. government quickly began mass production to protect children nationwide. However, Cutter Laboratories in Berkeley, California, accidentally produced around 120,000 doses that contained the live polio virus. Consequences were devastating. 5 children died, 113 were paralyzed, and 40,000 contracted a milder form of polio. Of those, 56 children developed severe cases that impacted their central nervous system. Following what became known as the Cutter incident, parents were understandably hesitant about vaccinating their children. Number 2. Aima Koivunen's meth-fueled survival run in World War II. In March 1944, Finnish soldier Aima Koivunen found himself separated from his squad while fleeing a Soviet attack near the Arctic Circle. Exhausted and freezing, he turned to the Pervitin pills and his pocket methamphetamine provided by the Finnish army to boost energy in desperate situations. But in his panic, Koivunen didn't take just 1 dose. He swallowed all 30 tablets meant for his entire unit. What followed was an incredible nearly 3-week ordeal during which Koivunen skied non-stop through the Arctic wilderness, surviving without food or shelter. When he finally reappeared in Finnish territory, he had covered 250 kilometers, weighed just 94 pounds, and had his heart beating at over 200 beats per minute. Number 1. The assassination of Georg Janach. Georg Janach was a Swiss pastor turned politician who played a key role during the 30 Years' War. In 1639, after being knighted for his service to Switzerland, Janach threw a lavish party in the city of Cheh, which happened to coincide with a large carnival. Amid the celebrations, a group of masked carnival-goers knocked on the door, including one man dressed as a bear. They were allowed to join the party, but things soon took a dark turn. The man in the bear costume suddenly produced an axe and brutally murdered Janach in front of his horrified guests. While the attack is widely believed to be a revenge killing, the assassin's true identity was never confirmed. And that's a wrap for today. Stay tuned for more fascinating facts.